I would say that Tipu did his level best in order to remove the English from India. He was not successful. It was not the will of God. He was killed in the battle. There was also some mystery also. God did not like him to win the battle and remain under the control of the British. The life was given once, but eternal fame and name came thereafter. When you give his own life, you would live forever. Immortality comes. Therefore, no one in the whole of India has got that kind of honor as Tipu has got in Srirangapattam Mazar. When you go to his tomb, you will find hundreds of people every day go and pay tribute to him. And then once in a year, a great urs takes place. From the Gumbaz to the Masjid-e-Ala, people carry the relics of Tipu and come back. A kind of a function. There is no emperor who is remembered so much every day. Not even a single year from 1799 down to this day, a kind of urs has not taken place. Urs means we have got, the saints, when they die in the monastery, there is a kind of a tradition that when a man dies, only the physical body goes, his soul remains, and then the soul is eternal. It is a piece of God, and then it must be accepted, and it is still alive, it is still powerful, it is still active. Therefore, they seek some sort of help. When they go to Ajmer, oh God, they pray for something good. Therefore, here also, his tomb has become a kind of almost a monastery, a kind of good. There is a mosque also attached to that, and they do everything. Hundreds of tourists, visitors, and all them. It is a great asset of this country that humanism, liberalism, secularism, eclecticism, universalism, these are the big concepts which are ingrained in the Hindu mind, in the Indian mind, very tolerant and all that. Because the basic feature of Indian culture, as I mentioned to you, unity in diversity, identity in multiplicity, change in the changelessness, then reconcile the irreconcilable. These are all factors which are all connected with mysticism, with Sufism, which imbibed, which influenced Tipu to a great extent. He wanted to influence, impart, educate, propagate, and he was not successful. It's a different matter. He had so many enemies because he was much ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time. People would not catch with his imagination. People would not appreciate. That was the tragedy of the day. Even today it is happening. People are not appreciating him at all. People see only the bad things. There may be some bad thing also. Man has looked only to positive things, not the negative things. We must have a psychology of positivism, not negativism. You see.